What up guys, Darkpawra here, back for another MegaTen video. Alright, so daily missions. People tend to shorten it just to DM, and you'll probably see them in chat saying sponsoring DM90, 4 more slots, something like that, because people like to do this with a party. So where do you go to enter a daily mission? So you're going to head to your thread, we're going to go to any terminal, and we're going to head to the back side of the terminal where there is not a girl. This is where you start the daily mission. Click into it. Daily mission, receive a new daily mission, and here you have a bunch of tiers. Sesho has a really good chart to show the differences between all the tiers, and they just slowly get harder and harder. What these are just the boss rooms of a dungeon. So say Suganami Tunnels would probably be in rank 1, the bronze, so you'd have to fight the Garm in rank 1. And you can see how Sesho shows how it changes with the day of the week. So every day it'll be a different boss. The rank 95s are pretty high-end dungeons, which I don't even have any experience with, so you probably want to stay away from that and just stick with the no level limit and all the way to the 90. You'll want to be doing the highest rank that you're able to complete, because the XP increases throughout the tiers. Also keep in mind that XP incense doesn't work here at all. Alright, let's jump into rank 5 level 90, this is the one that I normally do. Rank 5, level 90, challenge with the party. It'll say this even if you're not in a party. Yes. And here we are in Shinagawa Catacombs Gold Run, so this will be Byakko. So you click the box to start and you have 10 minutes to try and beat this boss, and usually you can do it within the 10 minutes, especially if you have a party with you. Alright, we've just got a Senri left to kill, we'll finish him off quickly. And the timer will stop, and we did it within the 10 minutes, so everyone gets a loot box now. And there's only one item that comes out of this loot box. It is a DM card, and now you can see that I got a bit of XP for clearing the daily mission. And something you should know is when you have a full party you get even more XP, so you should be trying to do this with a full party every day, but I normally just go solo because it can take some time to find a party. So sometimes when you enter a daily mission there's a chance you'll face the lazy King Frost instead of whatever dungeon you'll normally be facing. It's about a 1 in 20 chance. The King Frost is pretty tough, it reduces all damage to 1, so it can be a very long fight. One way you can deal with it is unequipping your weapon and just punching it with yourself and your demon. It'll take pretty much the entire 10 minutes, but you will be able to get it done. But you do have to watch out for its one attack, which is a almighty shot. What I try to do is run away when it's charging out the attack and let my demon get hit, so that I can just come back and revive him and then keep on and swinging. If you do manage to take down the King Frost, you'll get twice as much XP. So the first daily mission you do has no cost, but you can reset it twice, and it resets using these hack chips, hack 666 chips. I'll show you where you can get these. We're going to head to Shinjuku Babel Elevator Attendant. We'll talk to the girl up front, and we'll head to the residential area. And just over here, the Moloch. He can exchange mag presses for hack chips. So these guys, you probably don't have a lot of these if you're a new player. You can buy them in people's bazaars, you can get them from Destiny, or you can just collect them slowly through enemy drops. So I'll show you what it looks like to reset a DM. I try to do 3 resets, or 2 resets a day, so 3 DMs total, and get my 3 DM cards. So we got 1 so far, so let's jump in, and so we got a new option, daily mission reset. It'll just always say error. Reset daily mission, receive a new daily mission, and here you can see that the rank 1 only costs 1 chip to reset, but the DM90 that I did cost 10 chips, which is quite a hefty price. So what I do is, I do my freebie at level 90, and I do no level limit for my 2 resets. Okay, let's talk about the reason we're actually doing the daily mission, the DM card. So this has a few different purposes. I'm kind of obligated to go through the shitty ones first, so let's go take a look at the shop near Babel. Actually, it's South Terminal Babel. We have a nice little shop down here with the DB Daily Girl, where she'll take our cards in exchange for equipment. And these are rental equipment, so they go away after a certain amount of time, and you'll see this one is 7 days, some of them are 30 days. And what these are, well, these ones specifically, this little Japanese text, I think this means committed, and essentially these are very powerful against the daily mission demons. So you can take these into the daily missions and just destroy them. I really don't think you need this kind of power just to do daily missions, and there are a lot of DM cards. That's 15 DM cards, that is a lot. So most of them are just for daily missions, but there are 3 down here, one for each combat style, which seem to give you a better buff the amount of party members on the same map. And I did some calculations and they're really not that good, but they are okay if you have nothing else. Some other things we have in the shop, we have Decayed Scrap Iron Blade and Bullet. Now Bullet is actually used in weapon modding, so I didn't even know this was in here. I probably would have bought that instead of grinding it out, because they're normally kind of difficult to get. But I wouldn't recommend buying either of those unless you need one for weapon modding. And right at the top we have a VA custom memory for 15 DM cards. That is not worth it. You can buy these in the comps shop just for 1 CP. And the box of contracts, this is for Demon Force, which I'm not super familiar with, but I have known some people to have spare DM cards. They do buy this, so keep that in mind, I guess. Now that that's out of the way, let's get to the star of the show, the Frost Ace run in Darkpawra. So if you've never been to Darkpawra, you can teleport there with your thread. It's just here, Darkpawra, in the other dungeons, but I'll walk there just in case you don't have an Ariadne's thread yet. It's just down here. We're heading over to Shinjuku, through the plasma gate. And there should be a big portal right over here. Now Darkpawra is home to a bunch of endgame runs, but this Frost Ace run is quite an easy run. It's like the easiest thing in here by far, so this is pretty much the only thing I do in here at this point. This is like an alternate version of Babel or something. So with your DM cards in hand, we're going to head over to the Yagia. Choose the 4th option down, the Japanese one, and you can buy keys that'll let you into the Frost Ace run. We'll just get one now, so I can show off the run. 1 DM card gives you 3 keys, so 3 runs per card, and we head over to the Pyro Jack over here, which is where we begin the Frost Ace run. Now this can be done in a party, and it will be a lot easier in a party. So we head here, we just choose the top option both times. This is pretty similar to a DM, to be honest. You just hop in and then you do a little boss fight. So we'll talk to the Plasma and we'll say yes. And now we get put in a little arena with a bunch of frost demons. Just quickly clear them. I have no idea if these are actually difficult for a new player, because by the time I was doing this I was already way over leveled. Alright, that's the end. Got a little cutscene, we'll skip that with the escape button. And everyone in the party gets an end chest. And guess what's in these guys? 20 sapphires! This is the reason we do this. Everyone gives you 20 sapphires and they're very quick to do. 20 sapphires sell for over 100k if you go to your alignment city. So this is quite a good way for new players to get money very quickly. Now sapphires aren't the only thing you can get from these end chests. You can also get 4 other items. And I made this dodgy little drop table by editing the OSRS wiki, because there's just no drop tables on the wiki at all on Sesho, so we've got to make our own, I guess. Oh, and this drop table is just my estimations from doing hundreds of runs. Nothing is confirmed. So you can see sapphires always at 20 quantity, and we have some other drops here. We have Frost Ace Crystal. This is used in Synthesis. It's basically an augmentation to your gear. If you have a friend that can do Synthesis for you, then go ahead and use them, but it's not really a high priority for new players. Just focus on your gear first, and not trying to augment the gear. Next up we have Guidance of Ace. This is actually an equipment ticket. You can open it and get equipment out of it, similar to a data ticket. So I'll pop one open now just so you can take a look at it. Its actual name is Special Hiho Belt. This is just the basic version. You're able to upgrade it 3 times, and I'll throw up all of the stats they have right now so you can see. It starts out with 50% expertise earned on the S3, otherwise known as characteristics, and each time you upgrade it, it goes up by 50% all the way to 200%. It also has an appearance bonus, which you can think of as a one item set bonus. So it's a set bonus that you only need to have the one item for, which is kind of weird and redundant, but it is a thing. And while you don't really need to worry about any of the appearance bonus things because they're not really relevant until later on, there is one important thing. And Sessio actually has it wrong. It is the 100% chance to reflect ice damage. That is not only when digi, that is always. So you always have that effect. You are always reflecting all ice damage, and it's really nice for Frost Ace fight specifically. So if you can get 4 of these belts and item mix them together, you're going to have a really easy time in this run. The only damage here is ice type damage. I myself still use the hero belt for its appearance bonus. Next up we have the Ice Vest. This is actually the plug-in item for Frost Ace, so you can take this. We'll actually walk out there now. After every run you can just click on this portal and it takes you back to Darkpawra. So if you get an Ice Vest, you can take it over to the Yagia here, and he'll probably have a new option. I can't show you because I already have the plugin, but they normally appear in square brackets, and you can just choose that option. He'll take the Ice Vest from you, and you'll be able to make as many Frost Aces as you want. These are also used in Demon Force, which is a pretty endgame mechanic that you don't really need to worry about, but it is worth holding onto them, or your extra ones, so you can use them for Demon Force later on. And the final item you can get is a Summon PG Frost Ace, which straight up you can open it, it gives you a Frost Ace. You don't even need the plugin, you just get it straight into your comp. There he is, we can summon him out. And you can check out what stats he starts with, because it's always the same. He's got a few moves. I've seen a few people use Frost Ace, he seems pretty decent. It's also worth noting that daily missions train Digi, and Digi is way too in-depth for me to go into in this video, but I guess I should mention it here. You get a little bit of Digi XP whenever you beat a daily mission. Alright, that's all you need to really know about daily mission and Frost Ace run. So it's pretty good for XP if you're in a party, pretty good for money if you sell those sapphires, and pretty good for Digi if you're doing it every day. To be honest, this is where most of my money comes from. I do it on both my accounts, so that's 6 DMs a day. If you need to find people to do daily mission with, maybe you could come join Snowguard. We got a decent amount of people in here now. There's usually around 5 people online at any one time, so clan's popping off. Hope you come and join in. See you guys next time. Rangda out.